roll.
This is the Inside Splash, Chicago's premier aquarium podcast. Let's give it up for our hosts, Kyle, Glenn, and Branton Lightcap. This is the Inside Splash, Chicago's premier aquarium podcast. This is the Inside Splash.
Hey, what's going on, guys?
What's up, everybody? We are live on a Saturday night. What's up?
I can't hear nothing.
Oh,
there we go. We might be all right now.
we had the smoothest ever startup. But what's up? The chat is popping. Everyone's here. We got some very special guests with us, and Branton's gonna introduce us.
Yeah, this is Jeremy and Naomi, J&N Aquatics, new on the scene, and tonight we're going to get to know them a little bit better and see what they got going on, and I think you guys will enjoy it.
Yeah, yes, sir. We were already talking backstage. We got some fun people with us tonight here, guys. We're going to have a good time. Lots of interesting things going on with their business. And one of the few people that I know of that's actually running a legit brick and mortar fish store, which is very neat. Live streams while they're running the store, which I also thought was a really neat concept to kind of see that. They're in the first year of running a fish store, which I think is a very, very pivotal time and something that a lot of people are probably curious about. I think there's going to be a lot of people out there that are going to want to learn about their experiences, trials, tribulations, and everything they want to talk about. So we're happy to have you guys.
Appreciate you bringing us in.
Is that John that said it looks like a trouble stream?
Yeah, I think
Like that.
Hey, John.
All right, so a couple things. What's up?
I was gonna say, get your announcements out of the way first.
Yeah, so let's a couple things. We will be doing the Fishroom Punk membership draw tonight. If you guys are a member and you want a chance to become a Fishroom Punk sticker, make your way over to the membership community page, tab, whatever you want to call that. Go down to the Moneyless Maven sticker. You have to find the one. You'll see her sticker. You're going to want to comment on that post. It's labeled and it tells you everything. Those are the people that will be entered in the drawing, and that'll happen at the end of the stream tonight for that sticker thing, to become a Fishroom Punk sticker. But you're only entered in that if you're a member and you comment on that. Not all members are automatically added. Just mainly to give the best chance to the people that really want to become a sticker. So we also have that. And I actually just remembered the other thing I was going to announce. Series 4 is officially on the website. This was not announced pre-planned or anything. So if you guys are looking to get a hold of that, we will be doing an unboxing, and I'll show off those 8 new Fishroom Punk stickers tonight. All right. I guess one more.
Have I seen any of those stickers yet?
No, I've been keeping this one tight. I have not shown anybody. I want it to be as big of a surprise as possible.
Now is this
actually some of them you have seen seen some of them for sure because they're.
Now is this just the Fish Keeper profiles, or is this creator series, or what?
This is a mix of some creators, but mainly personality based ones. Okay. And that's probably the way I'll keep it from here on out, because, dude, doing the specific personalities is a challenge. It's rough, but it's fun once it comes through. But really driving those personalities home is something. Mm-hmm. So let's. I guess we'll shout out the chat here real quick, and then we'll get into it. So we got Stan Pittman, Jody P, Linda Worth, Ed's Aquatic Exotics, one of this channel's amazing sponsors. He has an amazing fish food that is formulated for our live bearing friends, the veggie types, and then he's also spreading out into different types of foods as well. I think something that's more carnivorous based, if I'm not mistaken, and then some other things maybe coming out. So keep an eye on that. And once the weather gets warmer, he'll also be selling some super high quality live bearers. So definitely check those out. And it's not the average stock of stuff you can find just anywhere. We have Select Pet, M&C Aquatics, Sweet Acres Koi Farm, Geek Boy, Terra Pond. That's someone new. What's up? What's up? And then we got Eric, Y-Rock, and Zen Ginger, and Stephen P. My man here on mute. Ooh, it's family movie night. So we can talk a bunch of smack and he'll never know. I do gotta shout this guy out though, man. He's big supporter of me, and he great
Supporter of everyone.
Yeah. Well, specifically, he just did something specifically, and he knows what I'm talking about if he was hearing me. But real big supporter, and I gotta thank him a lot for him, definitely. So also Jeff Kane over there. Wow, he's popping in. Man, we got the coolest people in the chat. I swear to God, awesome. And the coolest people on live stream with us. Okay, so let's get into this because I've taken up enough of this time. So we introed you guys. Do you guys want to intro yourselves a little bit? You know, kind of tell us a little bit about yourselves.
So I'm the J in J&N Aquatics. This is Naomi. She's the N. So I always tell everyone J's the first letter in the business name because I am everyone's favorite. But so I've been in this hobby, y'all, for 30 years. I've been doing this since I was 8 years old. And y'all do the math. Yes, I'm 38 years old. I'm getting old, starting to show some gray hairs and all that. But my very first tank, y'all, was a small little 10-gallon tank. And I had the albino African dwarf frogs. Those things were the coolest things ever. And I had them forever. And then as I got older, my aquarium fetish kept getting stronger and stronger. My tanks kept getting bigger and bigger, and I kept getting more and more tanks. After the military, when I got out of the Army, we had a whole room full of tanks. And then she didn't ask for it, but I brought her into my lovely hobby. You know, she's had fish tanks in the past before, but she wasn't as big as Paducah's favorite guy here. But yeah, I mean, I love the hobby, y'all. I mean, we breed our own stuff a lot of times, especially in spring, summertime, wintertime. It's not as easy.
So I'm gonna stop him right there. I am everyone's favorite, actually, and I came up with the name, and it only makes sense because J comes before N in the alphabet. Not that he's anyone's favorite.
Hey, I'm dyslexic, so I can read it either way. Like,
See, I don't like the way N and J sounds. J and N definitely sounds better.
It sounds better. That's I'm the one who created the name. Like, I'm talking about, but no, he's sort of right, but wrong. The only fish tank I ever had was y'all, this is awful too. And I have learned so much more about the hobby now than I was when I was a kid. I had a beta fish, and it was our Walgreens used to sell beta fish in a vase with a little plant inside. Oh, so my beta fish died in like a week of being in that vase when we finally influenced my mom to buy it for us. And she was like, never again, no more fish. No more fish. So the only fish tanks I was around at that point was like my sister's at her house and my aunt's at her house. She had guppies, billions of guppies in her tank. And so when I first met Jeremy, like he did have his fish tank, and he used to have, y'all, let me tell you, he used to have fake plants in his tank. And I got so tired of cleaning them. And I'm a plant person. I love plants. So that's kind of how we came together with this. So I like plants, and he loved the fish. So I put the plants in his tank.
Okay.
And then
I love it.
yeah, so then we didn't have to sit there for 3 hours and scrub all of our fake decorations. And that's why I'm everyone's favorite, because, I make a pretty tank.
Oh man. Well, that's awesome. So you guys just, yeah, man, that's perfect combo. Seriously, I love it. Love it.
John, I'm reading your comments.
So who was in the hobby first?
Me.
Yeah, it sounded like J&N brought Jeremy brought Naomi into the hobby, right?
Yeah.
You were into plants.
Yeah, but he said she had kept some tanks, so I was just curious.
This tank was his first Christmas gift. When we first started dating, that first Christmas, this is what I bought him for Christmas. So I contributed to his madness in the house with the amount of fish tanks that I was like, okay, let's get this one, and then we just went crazy.
It's easy to do when you got somebody to help you, that's for sure.
Yeah, so since we merged with the plants and the fish, we did breeding in the house, and I mean we would supply. We try to supply other stores with the stuff we would breed, and then we actually just got in business ourselves. We would have. When we first started J&N, we were selling out of our house. So I had a bedroom that was just full of tanks. Like it was all the way around, all 4 walls had nothing but tanks. And then Naomi and I came to the conclusion, we would open up a store here in Paducah. Because we knew some customers were kind of skeptical of going to people's houses, So we opened up a store, and we're slowly growing, but we're growing.
Nice.
So were you how do I say this? So were you looking to compete in the market, or were you looking to open up a market? So are there a lot of fish stores like in your area? Were you kind of like a what's the word, trailblazer in the area? Or
So in our area there is only so in our town there's only one, and it's PetSmart. Within an hour away there's one an hour north, and then there's one like south east of us. Well, there's 2 southeast of us. They are in the same town, and they're about an hour away. So in our town, everybody that wanted to support a local fish store or wanted different types of fish, they had to drive an hour away. So
were those the stores that you were supplying with like plants and everything before? Like
yes.
All right. I see. Perfect.
So I'm pretty sure with the live streams too, it almost might be a good thing that you've got that PetSmart there, because the few that I've listened to that you've done, Jeremy, I've heard the people come in and been like, man, their fish suck.
Right?
Yeah. That's how most of them hear about us, is they're in PetSmart, and they'll see, and like our PetSmart, it may not be like this everywhere, but I'm pretty sure it's similar. Our PetSmart is every single tank is full of ick. And so all of the fish, like, and prior to us having our own stuff, we had to buy fish from them if we didn't want to drive an hour away. And yeah, it was like every time you got a new fish, you had to treat it. So I even tell my customers, I'm like, hey, like if you get fish from PetSmart, do not buy a fish from me until like a week later, because I don't want you to say it was my fish. Like, because it's just like their fish always die. Like it'll be like a mass death in all of their tanks once they get one of those fish in their tanks. And I'm like, oh my goodness, like So now people are starting to not do that. Jeremy, your thing is like, I
Yeah,
see our.
It is like tweaking a little bit, trying to.
I think it's like autofocus or something.
Auto.
I think it's like an auto
Focus.
focus, I'm assuming. And I talk with my hands, so I'm probably focusing on my hands. I'm from Texas. We talk with our hands in Texas.
Hey, we got a few people in the chat from Texas.
Yeah, Stephen P or Stan
Zen.
Pittman. Gee, too many SPs. Stan Pittman.
Isn't Zen Texas?
Oh yeah, Zen I think is Texas as well. Yeah. Very cool.
Yeah. Texas is an awesome state.
And I gotta make my way out to Texas over there. I gotta see Kill Tony live. I'm a big comedy fan, stand-up comedy. Was just
Todd
watching
just
this show.
came in. Like shout out.
Yeah,
Todd. What's up, man?
TJ Autocross. What's up?
I'm from Beaumont, so that's like right. It's about an hour and 45 minutes from Houston, Zen. So I was from. I lived in Beaumont like all my life. They need a fish store out there too. There's no fish stores in Beaumont.
So what do you guys? I feel like I was hearing you talk about this somewhere, or maybe I mixed stuff up. What do you guys? What is your main focus as far as selling fish? Like, do you guys do more nano fish? Do you guys do cichlids out there? Do people like a lot of big fish? I mean, it's Texas. I don't know. How does that work?
So
We're in Kentucky. I'm from Texas, but we're in Kentucky.
Oh my God! Yeah, I knew you were in
She's from
Kentucky. I
Texas.
just got so I got so confused there for a second.
No, we
Yeah.
do not adopt him in Texas. Like we do not adopt him at all. He's
I'll-
not allowed.
So
Yeah.
if you
I
ever
was
go back,
born in
if you ever
Florida.
go back, he's staying.
Yeah, to prove it,
Yeah.
I didn't know you were in Kentucky because I actually brought it up by myself earlier. But
I was born in Florida, but I guess Florida didn't like me, so they kicked me out.
It makes sense because he does act like a
Kentucky.
Florida man.
Yeah, I can see that actually.
got that Florida man
So-
energy.
Our store, like, so we at first we did have a lot of everything. We had cichlids, we had like everything. Now we don't do cichlids as much because a lot of people so we do cichlids every now and then. We special order them, but we don't really keep them in store because it just, like, I had some of the most beautiful like OB peacocks and I sat on them for months, and it's like there's not really a big market for big fish, big cichlids. So not in this area. So right now, like we have a lot more nanos than anything, but we have also small cichlids, and we carry discus every now and then. So we get discus from a breeder and we'll carry those.
Nice.
But
And I like to bring in your oddballs, like your African butterfly fish, your different types of gobies, and what other oddball?
like everything, we've had dolphin fish, we've had
Dolphin, yeah, the Mormons.
yeah, we've had like all kinds of, like, we'll do like usually every order we'll have like one or two oddballs in there. They generally, honestly, the oddballs usually don't last long. The oddballs are usually something someone will see us posted online and they're like, hey, I want that one. So, but we try to keep it like more peaceful fish in our store.
Is there a market for more like expensive fish, like niche? Like I know a lot of the plecos, you can kind of start getting up there in money. Some of the Cory cats you can too. No, not really.
No,
No.
I'll get a couple of customers in here in the store, and they will request like a blue phantom pleco, or a green phantom, or your zebras. But unfortunately, what's really in the market on plecos are your common plecos. The ones that grow 2 feet long. They look for plecos like that. Until they get the full 2 feet long, and then outgrows their tank, and then they want to surrender them to, and get rid of them. But we do good at selling your super red bristle noses, your lemon blue eyes, your albino bristlenoses, and even your common brown bristlenose, because they are cheaper. But when you start getting more into the expensive kind, it's like no one really wants to spend that kind of money on fish.
And we also get those from a local breeders as well. Like all of our plecos come from local breeders, except for the common ones. The common ones we only order. We get to order. We don't keep them in the store necessarily because I'm just like, I'm not trying to supply someone with a fish that they're just going to dump in someone's pond somewhere, you know? So unless it's special ordered and they tell me, oh, I have this, you know, 1 billion gallon tank that needs this pleco and it doesn't have plants and, you know, I'm okay with all the poop it's going to have. So, the super reds and all of those things, they come from local breeders. And I think a lot of our customers like that idea too, because they're always healthier. So we try to find a lot of local breeders who do different things that it supplies our store with healthier fish. So
Jeff, yeah, I'll get with you and, I'll get some African butterflies for you. We can ship them to you.
John said,
Very cool. Well, see, Jeff's over here thinking, I don't know much about them. I just know that they're a top fish. They're similar mouth structure to like an arowana, is what I remember, I think. And then like, cause it like has like the trap door mouth kind of thing, right?
Their mouths are similar to I feel like almost like a turtle's mouth. And then when you feed it crickets, it's like the coolest thing ever. Like we have so many slow motion videos of them like grabbing the crickets at the top of the tank.
How big do they get?
Aren't they 6 inches? Usually 5 to 6.
I think they 6 to 8, I believe.
I feel like the most common is 6 inches. If I'm not mistaken, but I could be wrong.
Pull it up.
Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
I want to spawn them. I used to keep. Oh man, Jeff's gonna try to spawn them.
They're
That's
2 to.
Cool.
It says average size is 2 to 4, but maximum length is 6 inches. It's 5'9".
Yeah, I was gonna say 3 to 4, but
for some reason I thought they were way bigger than that. That's cool.
no.
That's actually it makes them way cooler to me, even like because it's like
I like how they look like flying fish. They're neat.
Yeah, dude.
They're beautiful, especially on top, like on the top of your tank. Like they're just so pretty. And when we get crickets in, like we had those in for a while. They're one of those that sometimes they have them online where we can order them, and then they'll go months without having them again. So they're one of those that are just kind of like, I feel like seasonal, but they're really nice. I do know, John. You know why? You know why I knew the size of them? It's because I'm everyone's favorite. I did a lot of research on this stuff.
Well, before the stream is over, I don't know, Kyle, can you get a poll going right now and we can just kind of steadily track who the chat thinks is their favorite?
I don't know how to do that. I don't know if I can do polls through StreamYard. Does anybody in chat know if you can do that, or do you know that, man?
I have no idea.
Yeah, so I have media assets.
I would assume you can.
See, I know most of the polls I think go through YouTube. Maybe if I just pull it up on YouTube.
I was gonna say pull up
that
YouTube.
wouldn't. Would I be able to do that? Yeah, maybe. Let me see.
I don't know, but I know like Jeff and David, they've done them before when they've streamed with StreamYard. So I don't know.
I have not, but that we definitely need that as a poll. So let me see. Let's see.
About me being everyone's favorite.
Oh no.
So how did you come to be in the hobby then, Jeremy? Was it like a family thing? Your parents kept fish, or?
So my mom, she kept a beta in like a glass vase in a plant.
That was and then rage there for a while.
Yeah.
They sold them at Walgreens.
And I mean, and even my uncle, he lived up in Illinois in Springfield, and he had fish tanks, pretty much his whole life. And I remember going to Walmart when Walmart was selling fish, and I was always in that department, just looking at them and awe with them.
I was that annoying kid that tapped on the glass at Walmart. I remember that too. I remember wanting the fish to come eat my fingers. I was like, hey, come over here. I was like the kid on Finding Nemo with the fish bag.
Yeah, there's TikTok involved.
Hide is an option.
But yeah, Jeremy's mom is she loves fish. She gets agitated with it sometimes, but she loves it. John.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to mess with that poll. I gotta get that figured out. We're gonna have to do that. But I just realized that I made a mistake and didn't. Jeff Kane gifted like 10 memberships, and I don't think I said anything about it.
Oh
And
yeah, I forgot. I was gonna say we got caned, but
hashtag get caned, man. For real, we got caned. Thank you very much for the 10 gifted memberships. I totally dropped the ball and meant to say that, and I did not mean to cut you guys off there. I'm sorry. But yeah,
so now as far as hard goods and stuff like that, Jeremy, what do you got in your store? Do you carry kind of an array of everything? Are there certain things you stay away from? I know you're an aquarium co-op partner store, aren't you?
Yeah, so we are retail partners with Aquarium Co-op. We're retail partners with Cobalt. There's a wholesaler called, was it Rural?
No, we don't order from them anymore.
We don't order from them.
So we have it's Royal Aquatics, but no, we don't order from them, and they technically they have Sephora products actually, like they're the creators of Sephora products, but so the thing we usually stay away from, we keep tanks, but we don't keep a big stock of them, just because when PetSmart does their sale on tanks, they'll throw them half off, just like Petco. And it's just kind of hard to compete with that. But we keep Higher, like we have Higher lights. We keep Higher lights in our store. We keep Cobalt Aquatics and Aquarium Co-op. That's pretty much it. And we get plants. We get it from 2 different places. We get it from someone in Florida. We also get plants from Dustin's Fish Tanks. Okay. And we supply those in our store. But I guess that's not hard goods. So
it kind of is. Now with Dustin's, I'm curious, do you just go there and purchase as a customer, or is there a wholesale deal that you guys get?
It's a wholesale account. Dustin's Fish Tanks, he stopped letting people go into his warehouse during COVID. So he has not let anyone come in there since COVID. But he is, I want to say, about 2.5, 3 hours away from us. Okay. But yeah, we generally get his plants because they're already kind of submerged and we don't have to worry about the extra work. But then we also have a supplier in Florida that we get them from, and I just have to. That's when I have to pot plants and make them pretty. That one takes a while.
In a big ball or something, or what?
So they come in separate. Like, so if you order, like, let's say if I order,
Kabamba.
Yeah, let's say if I order a Kabamba, I would have to order 50 Kabambas, and they're individual stems. And then I have to take each individual stem and separate them into little packages. And then the grass, like, I say grass, but like Vallisneria and Sagittaria, it's the same thing. So I have to literally like go through and pot each one individually. So it takes a while to finish getting all of that set up. But sometimes it's like actually better to do it that way, because I can make sure that I put root tabs in all of my pots. So all of my pots that I'm sorry, I talk with my hands. It's like every time I'm talking with my pots, I always put a root tab in them. So that way when they're at the store, and it doesn't matter if they're there for one day or 6 weeks, they just see, it's not even me, it's just doing it. Your phone is weird. But it's like I just make sure that they all have root tabs and they're all being taken care of. So it's kind of like it just depends on what people want, depends on where I order it from.
Okay.
So I'm curious. You were talking about hard goods, and there's this light company I'm trying to find out more about, and I'm curious if you've ever dealt with them. Have you ever tried to get anything from Phoenix?
I think we actually can get their lights, if I'm not mistaken. I think I have an account with them. But when I was looking up, so when I've looked up their lights versus aquarium co-ops and Hygers, and Hyger is just such a all-around good option for people who don't have the money to spend. Yeah. And I kind of keep that I guess I have a personal bias with Hyger, because I feel like I have a customer who has Phoenix on one tank and she has a Hyger on the other, because Walmart.com sells them. And she has that one on one, and then she has Hyger on the other. She bought the Hyger from me, and then she actually has Aquarium Co-op on one. But the Hyger does better than Phoenix. And like, it's just, it seems like it goes a little bit deeper in the water column than they did. So I just kind of, I don't know, I stayed away from it because I was just like, Hyger just seemed, and plus I have, like, my tank back here has 4 lights. Like I was mentioning earlier, we have 4 lights on ours. Yes, it's an overkill, but I absolutely love my plants.
No, dude, I don't think it's over. You're killing it. That tank is amazing. Like, I'm like jealous. Yeah. So definitely not overkill. It is wild that you are running that amount of lights, but I mean, it's doing it well. Like, I mean, plants.
Yeah, I have 2 Hygers on here and 2 aquarium co-ops. And it just does such an amazing job. I'm trying to turn on the actual, like, I don't have all my lights on right now. But, yeah, so I have, like, it just makes a huge difference. So this one has 2 lights on right now, and this one has only 1. And this one has the aquarium co-op light on. It has just the Hyger right now. And this one has both the Hyger and the aquarium co-op. Just a second ago, this one only had aquarium co-op on. But it makes a big difference on, and y'all ignore our plants down there. That's me trying to grow some plants back out and bring them back to the store. But yeah, it just makes a huge difference. And this tank, we've actually, just the other day, we actually pulled plants out of that tank. So that's why you see all of that nastiness at the bottom. If you can see the nastiness, I don't know. But we just did out the tank, and it's already going crazy again. Like, if I have plants at the store that's not doing well that I want to take out of the store and grow them out, I'll bring them here, grow them out, and then bring them back to the store. Because it's so much better here. That's what it's doing. It's zooming in on behind me.
Yeah, no, it's something with the light. I think it's the light it's messing with its depth of field, kind of thing. Like, whatever. It's all good. No worries. As long as you guys are all seeing it. I thought I was having a stroke at first. So.
Oh no, I see it. I see it. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I had a customer who did this with their tank. They told me they kept bringing me these water lettuce that were like this ginormous, and told me it was in their tank. And I was like, how are you growing that? And he told me he had 4 lights. He had 2 lights on all of his 75-gallon tanks. And then I was like, you know what? I
actually got a giant water lettuce. I'm pretty good at growing those too. And honestly, it just takes 1 light for me. The aquarium co-op light at 100%. I mean, them things get huge.
I don't know.
No flow is the deal. Like, no.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. With your top floaters does not like current. So they pretty much like stagnant water. So if you have like hardly any current on your top, I mean, your plants are going to thrive like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
I always look at this tank and like we have some ginormous jungle fowl in there and everything in there.
So now, do you guys carry like hardscapes as far as rocks and wood and?
So we carry a bunch of driftwood. We'll carry spiderwood. Was it the Malaysian? There's different types of driftwood we've had. As in the rocks, I have lava rock, the Saru rock, the Dragonstone rock. Our goal is to get our customers focus on natural aquariums. You know, we are not big fans of the artificial aquariums like your neon rocks, your pinks, your greens, your oranges, all that. We're not a fan of your artificial decorations. We have done a lot of research, especially your painted rocks. They cause problems in your water column in the long run. They start leaching out, your nitrites increase, your ammonia increases, and we don't like it. So we have done a lot of experiments, as you can say, and discovered, like pea gravel. You can get a 50-pound bag of pea gravel from Lowe's or Rural King or something for like $12. Compared, you get a 5-pound bag of colored gravel for like $20. So saving money for our customers and getting them more focused on their fish's natural habitat, that's our focus.
Nice. Yeah, pea gravel and pool filter sand is all I use.
Yeah, pool filter sand. Someone said play sand. I did a test between play sand and pool filter sand, and pool filter sand is like from what I've seen on the grain size, pool filter sand seems to do better with plants than play sand. So I could be wrong.
It doesn't compact as much.
Yeah, I could be wrong, but we did, like I said, I was the plant person, and we did tests between, like, I even did the Wallstep method versus aqua soil and things like that. And I had a whole row of tanks set up in different ways and different gravel, and, and we just tested theories on what would be better before we moved into the store. We were doing that in our house. So, he said that was once too many, but yeah, if you're doing play sand, try some pool filter sand. It's so great. Like it's cheap, and it just doesn't, I feel like it doesn't have as many mold, like the the play sand feels like it would mold at the bottom too. And pool filter sand didn't do that for me. So
yeah, honestly, I just like how clean the pool filter sand is. I mean, at first, when I first started using it, I was rinsing it and stuff. Anymore, I don't even rinse the stuff. I just put it in. I get the same brand every time, so I know what to expect. Maybe other brands are dirtier, but the brand I get, I mean, honestly, there's like trying to wash it is just a waste of time. Yeah.
Dude, I'm kind of addicted to fluval stratum nowadays. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not trying to push like the high end substrates, and not that that's like a high end substrate, but it's like loaded with nutrients, whatever, active substrate, whatever you want to call that. I don't know. I like the coloration. I like that you can get like the dirt look without the dirt mess, because I'm definitely not a fan of dirted tanks. I don't know how you guys feel about the dirt, like that stuff. I did it for a while and grows like crazy. It's awesome. I just don't like the mess.
Yeah, we've tried a dirted tank, and you're right. It's a mess.
Like
it was a mess when Jeremy changed the water.
Well, see, that wasn't even. I never had that problem. I use sponge filters and stuff. So I mean, even when I'd fill it up, like I never got a lot of hiccup. But mainly when I would just pull plants out, like if I'd be selling stuff, it would just be.
Oh yeah. See, the only tank that I had that method in was a tank that I did not sell the plants out of that tank. That was our display tank. So we didn't put we didn't pull any plants out. But when Jeremy was doing the water change, he definitely would just let it run into the tank, and then the mud would go everywhere. And I'm like, oh my gosh, stop doing water changes.
It eventually cleared back up.
Yeah, you know, I remember when I first started keeping fish, I was like really worried about the fish when that would happen. You know what I mean? I don't know if you guys ever thought like that, but I'm like, oh my God, are these fish gonna die? And it's like, dude, they're like in nature. They go through some muddy water, stuff happens. It's like, chill out. Like, yeah, you're right. It'll clear up. It'll be fine. Father Fish is crying right now.
I just saw that. He said Father Fish is crying right now. I was trying hard not to just laugh while he was talking when I saw that message, but that was like so beautiful.
Yeah. I'm telling you, we got some great audience members. I'm telling you, these people in the chat, some funny guys, funny ladies. Oh my God.
Yeah, fish don't care. That would be an awesome shirt.
Fish don't care. Yeah, fish don't care. They're
I mean, we've had some interesting tank, I had a shrimp colony in a tank that I couldn't even see through because it was just so many tannins in the tank. And I had threw a piece of driftwood in there and it just released so many tannins. And I didn't realize how many shrimp were in this tank because I started out with like 10 shrimp and I was doing a blue dream colony. And by the time I took the driftwood out and was doing a massive water change on it, and I actually could see my shrimp, I was like, holy, it was just a lot. And I was like, but it's right. Like, they don't care. They were just thriving in that tank. I couldn't see them. I thought they were all gone until I removed the driftwood, and I was like, oh my, it was hundreds of shrimp in there.
Nice. How do shrimp sell for you guys? Do you guys sell shrimp?
Yeah, that's a good question, actually.
So yeah, we have your neocardenias. So pretty much like your cherry reds, your cherry oranges. Your right now, I think I have what they call the yellow flame neocardenia. We have blue velvets in the store. In fact, I was actually on YouTube Live with Papa Shrimp, and he did a giveaway, and he's giving. I won pure red lines. They almost look like crystal Cardenia shrimp, and they're beautiful shrimp. So I mean, they're PRL, so they're top of line quality. And once I get them, I'm actually going to start breeding those and supplying it to our customers and stuff.
Yeah. So to answer your question, we do sell shrimp.
Yes, we do.
It does really well. That was the question. But
Naomi just took my vote for my favorite, so I'm sorry, Jeremy.
I should be taking a poll like analog over here. All right, who's everyone?
I feel like shrimp comes in our customers come for shrimp in seasons, because it's sometimes we won't sell it for a whole week or two, and then all of a sudden we have 30 customers who want us to order all kinds of shrimp.
I noticed the same thing selling at home. It's like these waves of, I have a bunch of guppies. I mainly sell guppies and stuff, but I mainly sell shrimp when I'm selling. I have a lot of guppies. I don't sell a lot of guppies, if that makes sense. But dude, shrimp, and it just comes in these waves, and I don't know what that is. I don't know if it's maybe, I'm stuck in the YouTube world a lot, so I think about it like that. I'm like, is someone putting out a video that's just going viral and making its rounds and then hits all the people that are into fish? Because it's a pretty small niche community. Or what is it? But it's just shrimp are taking over, it feels like. But in
I have a customer who has 3 75-gallon tanks, and she just has hundreds and hundreds of shrimp in it.
No fish?
No fish in those 3. She has one tank that she has community fish in.
Oh,
She has
crap.
475s, and one of them has community fish. The other 3 have nothing but shrimp colonies.
You buying shrimp
Nice.
off her?
No, because she mixed her shrimp. So
Oh man, I was saying like that'd be a gold mine right there. Dang.
yeah, she bought those from us actually. When I moved into the store, she actually bought my original. Do you remember how I told you there were hundreds and hundreds of my Blue Dreams? When I moved my Blue Dreams from the house to the store, I had 100 and I'll never forget it. I had 196 Blue Dreams in that tank, and I had to count them one by one because she wanted every last one of them.
Yep.
And so she bought all of the Blue Dreams that I brought to the store because she wanted my original breeding colony. But she mixed it with like reds and yellows. Now they're all like mixed. So she doesn't have
a pure line.
she doesn't have like a just regular shrimp anymore. So
yeah, I actually deal with a lot of shrimp. I know the struggle of counting them, especially if you have little kids around. I can't tell you how many times that I've been up to, 40, 50 shrimp. I'm counting them. I'm doing great. And then my daughter runs into the room and, and then all of a sudden I go back to doing what I'm doing, and I have no idea where I left off. And it used to make me rage. I got one of those little button clickers, so now I click them. While I'm counting them, I click them because they're like $2 on Amazon. I'm done recounting shrimp because then they're already in the bag. You got to take a picture, and hopefully none of them are like stacked in front of each other, and then you got to sit there and count them on your phone, and it's such a pain.
Dude, I remember when I first started selling out of my house, I didn't think to count them as I was putting them in the bag. And I would literally just put some in the bag and then try to count them. And I'm like, dude, what am I? It took me like 5 sales to figure out that I could count them as I'm putting them in. Like, what?
I did them in groups of 10. Like I would always do it in groups. When she did that, I did it in groups of 10. I was just like, we had a couple of, I put them in cups. I was just putting them in little containers all across the thing. And I was like 10, 10, 10. And I just kept going because she just was like, no, give me all of them. And I was like, you sure you want all of them? All of them.
All of them.
And she's like, yeah, all of them. And I was like, okay. So I did it, and like it's crazy because that time she bought all of 198. The next time she bought more, and it was just like every time for the first few months she kept filling up. I didn't realize she was buying more and more tanks for these shrimp. But her shrimp tanks look amazing though. She has driftwood in them, and they're all heavily planted. Like they look amazing.
That sounds like my shrimp tanks. I always leave the front very open, so when you drop a piece of food in there, it's easy to net them out and catch them. But yeah, I try and put a lot of stuff in there for them. I think it really helps with baby survival rates, having them, planted with wood and stuff like that for sure.
Lots of biofilm all over on all the. Yeah, definitely. Oh man. Wow.
So now
what's up?
I was gonna say, if you had to pick one thing in your store that sells the best, what would it be?
I would say guppies.
Neon tetras.
Or neon tetch, yeah.
I hate neon tetras too.
Dude,
and I only know this
make
because
me feel car sick. I don't know how else to describe it. Like
I only know this because I'm doing our taxes, and I just did a poll on how much of each fish we sold, and we sold probably about 3 times as many neon tetras as we did at any other fish.
Wow.
And they are beautiful fish. Like we have a few of them in here, like a few. And a few is because neon tetras, I feel the reason I don't like them is because they're annoying fish. When they come in, it's either they come in really, really great, or they come in really, really terrible. And it's like we either have all of them survive, or we have that day everything. We have to go throw them in a tank in the back and hopefully keep 2 of them alive out of the 25 we ordered. Like
basically like no disease, or if there's any disease, everything's dead. Like right, like
Yeah.
like 100%. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, but they, we've gotten to a point where we have learned who to order them from and the size we order. Like we don't order regular neon tetras anymore. We order them extra large or jumbo. So they're already at the biggest size because they last way better. Like it's like they've already gotten beaten up and they grew out and they've been beaten up that whole time of growing out. So they're like perfect. And they
Survival of
can
the fittest
withstand.
kind of thing.
Yeah, these guys survived. It's like I don't know what they put those guys through, but yeah, we sold more neon tetras than anything else. It was and then it would be guppies, like he's right. Then it's our guppies. But yeah.
Okay.
So, I guess speaking of what, as a whole, we can say that the aquarium industry definitely leans on beginner aquarists building the hobby. Neon tetras are closer to a more beginner fish because people are really drawn to them, right? I think we could follow that train of thought.
Yeah, they're pretty. I mean,
Yeah.
there's no doubt about that. And
So
they stay
do you guys
small.
do you guys also sell like betta fish as well, like bettas, whatever?
Yes.
Yeah. Is that another one of those that's up there? Is like as far as like a good seller or
Lately, we've been getting a lot of requests for the candy koi female betas.
that makes sense.
Everyone's looking for the candy koi beta, female betas.
Yeah, we
Those are the ones that are like
had-
spotted, all the different colors, everything, right?
yeah, they're really pretty. And we had them in the store one time and it's like everyone saw them, but then someone bought them all and now everybody wants them. But the regular betas, like they sell pretty decently. I would say I feel like the females sell better than the males at this point though.
I said
Which is
females
weird.
sell better, and the way we set up the tanks with our betas, so we don't keep them in the little cups like your chain stores do. We actually give them a bigger tank. We actually put them in like a environment. So I mean, I got dragonstone, I got plants, actual substrate for our male betas. And our female betas, we show our customers that you can keep other fish with betas. I mean, a lot of people around here is always under the impression
You're going to start a debate in the chat.
no.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I'm on this side, to be honest. I've got bettas with plenty of different things.
So a lot of people don't realize that, you can keep other fish with betas. Now, and that's just not, I mean, that's both male and female. Now the betas, they do have their own personality. I mean, all fish have their own personality. You're going to have aggressive fish. You're going to have peaceful fish. Like your angels, you can have a really sweet angel and you can have a really mean angel that will kill anything you put in the tank. But betas, I mean, so we try to show our customers, she has a tank on the counter that she had a female beta, but she also had the lemon tetras in there with them. She's had the white cloud minnows in there with them. The dwarf Mexican orange crayfish have been in there, and they all got along just fine. And customers are seeing that you can put other fish with these betas, and so now a lot of people are trying to get into the betas and adding other fish to their aquariums.
Yeah, if you get the perfect temperamental perfect personality for a betta fish, they make a great centerpiece fish for sure.
Yep.
Nice,
Actually,
beautiful
the current betta I have is my daughter Willow's. It's a candy koi. It's a male placket. He's a gorgeous fish. And yeah, we keep shrimp in there with him.
Mhm.
So
yeah.
They
I mean,
my favorite thing
every now and then, but
I was gonna say once in a while, I've actually seen him eat some, but they're breeding in there, and that's at the end of the day, it's kind of what shrimp are, their food. But
Well, also shrimp in the wild, it's not like they're not around predators, so they know how to deal with it, right? Like if they're aware there's danger, they'll find a way to hide for sure. They're smart. Well, not
So
smart, but I don't know if smart is the right word, but
Zen, I actually agree with that because I tell my customers if they have guppies, like usually guppies are fin nippers. Betas have long, pretty fins. And I generally say if you have a fish that's in your tank that's fin nipper, don't put them with a beta because the betas have that pretty fin. My favorite fish to keep with betas are those super awesome HHD. You're going to love it. Super awesome hardy neons.
Yeah, right. He almost left
I actually love putting neons with betas because I feel like neons just have that vibrant color, and then you can put it with even if you have like a really pretty blue beta and putting the neons in there with them is just like really pretty. I've done that so many times at the store. Like when the neons come in healthy and big. Mm-hmm. It's one of those I have to always gauge the neons before I put them in with my betas. But
so now over the years, I guess, as far as your fish keeping hobby goes, where do you draw your influence from? I mean, who are some people that you kind of, I guess, I don't know how to say, where do you get your inspiration from? Who's helped you out in this hobby?
For example, for me, I mean, it was like aquarium co-op. I watched those videos and I wanted to start breeding at home and selling fish out of my house. Did you have someone that like inspired you like that?
So he's gonna love the fact that we brought him up. But there is a guy who's in the Louisville, Lowville, however you want to say it, however these Kentucky people want to pronounce a thing that has an S in there.
Louisville.
But Louisville. But he's in the club out there, and his name is actually D Brown, and he does a lot of rainbow fish breeding, and a lot of the stuff we did at our house we actually learned from him. Mm-hmm. So even some of the substrates that we started using, we learned from him. He's been in the fish hobby since he was 19 years old, and he just hit his 60. He's 61 last year, and so he and then like other than that, y'all, I was watching hours on hours of Keeping Fish Simple. I don't know if you guys know that kid. He's awesome. Sure. I was looking at his videos on breeding fish. And then co-ops videos on like a lot of like just how to do certain tank setups and things like that. And I go to their website. I'm not a huge it's funny. I talk a lot, but I'm not a huge where I like to hear people talk all the time. So I actually go to their forums and I'll read out their stuff about different fish and things like that. Like that's how I get a lot of my information is going to their forums. But, yeah, so I would say those, and those two are the main videos that I used to look at all the time is Keeping Fish Simple and aquarium co-ops. And it's funny because before we met Ed in person, we used to watch Ed's videos, and then we ended up meeting him in person. So,
Ed Aquatic Exotics?
No, Chattanooga.
Oh, Chattanooga. Oh my God, yeah, that makes way more sense. Yeah, you guys are, yeah.
She used to make fun of me too because when we actually met Ed there at the LCAs, I was like I guess like a groupie. You can say. I mean, I thought he was like a big old celebrity, and I had to get a picture with him and all that. And she made fun of me.
He was a fanboy, y'all.
I was a fanboy,
and then didn't even want to ask
with a fetish.
Yeah. And it's funny because I was like, Ed, can you take a picture with him? I was like, because he watches you on YouTube, and then we ended up becoming friends, and we sat by each other for the rest of the whole thing. But I was like, yeah, Jeremy was like a really, really like fanboy at that moment. Like, baby's crying, so Jeremy's gonna go.
Oh, Dad to the rescue! I love it, man. Love it.
Usually he would have made me do that, but see that's how you know he knows I'm the favorite.
Oh, He admitted it by leaving. He was like, "Oh, they." Oh my
So-
god.
We
So now, do
we
you
had a
guys have-
conversation. We had a conversation before this, and it was like, okay, if the babies cry, who's gonna go help? And he's like, me, because you're more entertaining. See, I'm the favorite.
Well, that's what he told me too over text. He says I'm probably going to bring Naomi in here because she likes to talk.
Sure.
So now, do you guys have any like current projects you're working on? Anything new and exciting?
Hey,
That
I'm
would
gonna
be-
be right back, guys. Be
Yeah,
right
you're
back.
good, Kyle. Any big
That would
plans
actually
for
be
the
Jeremy
store or
question.
any?
That would actually be a Jeremy question. He's so right now he is starting back on our shrimp colony building. Like we used to, breed our own shrimp. It was like my favorite thing to do when we had it all at the house. So right now he's wanting to like rebuild those colonies so we can start offering like shrimp of more of a pure line shrimp and not just something we're getting from wholesalers. We have some local shrimp breeders. We just can't get them as often as we used to be able to supply. So I know he set up a couple of tanks for that. What else do you,
Yeah, I know all about the shrimp. I got quite a few shrimp tanks, and there is something real fun about watching that colony grow. It's hard to explain.
Lucas like are not being able to see it grow.
Well, yeah.
I don't know what else he's doing up there. This is just side note. He recently like lost his job as a carpenter. And so now he's been at the store full time and I've actually been home. At first it was me at the store. So I don't know what he's doing with the store right now. I think when I go back, it's going to be like,
Yeah.
He's always doing like all kinds of random projects at the store. But I know we have some axolotls that we are now looking at breeding. And we have the shrimp colonies that we are trying to establish. And so we can supply just that at the store more efficiently. And what else are you doing?
So projects, like she said, I got a bunch of tanks set up. I'm getting ready to start breeding a bunch of shrimp. Your Neos. Are you laughing at me?
I'm laughing at John. I'm sorry. I was reading the comments.
Yes, dang, John.
Go ahead.
And when spring hits, I mean, we are going to be filling up our backyard up here at the house and our back porch with tanks and tubs and all that. So I plan on doing a lot of breeding.
You gonna do those IBC totes? I think they're called those big totes.
Yeah, the Rubbermaid like 50-gallon tubs.
Okay.
So
what do you plan on tubbing?
They're not 50-gallon tubs. They're 300-gallon tubs.
300.
And then we have another one that's a 500-gallon tub.
Okay, all right, for sure.
Yeah. So what do you plan on putting out there?
Yeah, what do we plan on putting out there?
I don't know. I'm thinking like I definitely want to start breeding angelfish. I gotta get my hands on like a pure line, whether it's the Peruvian, what's the name of them?
The Altums.
The Altums, yeah. Or I want to get a really high grade angel or a couple of them.
Dude, get some red devils, man. I've been seeing
some red devils. Yeah, some red devils. And then, I mean, anything, even like your Epistos, like your quad reds, your trifasciatus. I want to really dig into breeding so I can supply everyone high quality fish, and not just what you're getting. The same thing from like PetSmart or Petco, stuff like that. I want to supply everyone top of the line fish.
So you're gonna try breeding Epistos in a tub?
No.
That would be interesting.
I don't know
it'd be different.
He would have to
It may work. I might be able to make it work.
he would
I was
have
gonna
to.
say, I mean, if it's big enough and you get multiple pairs down there breeding, I mean, you'd have a lot of babies in no time, or it could be a war zone too. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I don't know about that one. That one seems like a.
Do you ever hear people doing that though? Like really think about it. I've never heard anyone like actually even think about this. But if they're like completely surrounded by walls, all right, so they can't really see you except for top, which would be as close to a nature setup as possible. Would that make them more comfortable to breed? And then like, I mean, I can raise mine in a 5-gallon and they could raise a cockatoides. I had them raise out a whole baby set, multiple sets in one 5-gallon. So definitely possible in a tank, but I'm saying like, I don't know, man. I just feel like fish, they're used to not being like, this is so foreign. Like, you know what I mean? Like you're like floating in air. Like,
so they would definitely, if we put them in like one of those 300-gallon tubs, as long as we can keep the temperature, like that would be one of those we'd have to keep the temperature stable because it's going to be the temperature that comes down to it. And in the summertime in Kentucky, the temperature is actually pretty decent. I know a lot of like breeders that breed out here, and they will breed out in tubs. Like they'll put rainbow fish and things like that outside with a mop and just have them breeding. And because it doesn't get like too terribly hot, and put them under some shade. With that being said, the other thing that those tubs are for is I already have like a bunch of plants that I plan on growing out there, like easier plants.
Oh,
so that's where we're gonna be growing out our like nautius and hornwort. There's a piece of it in here, hornwort and things like that. So we're gonna and then the pond plants that we bring in, we're probably gonna throw a few out there to grow them out so we can kind of keep things cheaper. That's another thing is like, I try not to sell. I've seen that some people will sell like one leaf of water lettuce for like $5. And I'm like, I can buy the water lettuce, throw it outside, let it grow out, and then I can sell it for cheaper. So that way I'm supplying kind of I'm still making money off of it, but I'm also not going to charge an arm and a leg for something like that.
Yeah.
But
now, have you thought about putting some of the shrimp outside?
That's what I was wondering too, because that would be a farm, and you could do that if you guys stay warmer out there.
You can do that with whatever fish you want to put in there. You could get both of them going. But I know a lot of people put the shrimp outside in the winter in tubs,
you guys watch,
and they have really good success.
TGOE, the Garden of Eden. You guys watch them at all?
I wonder how that would be in the freezing winter, though. Like, because our tubs right now, they're frozen.
They'd probably be fine.
Yeah,
more than likely.
As long as it doesn't turn into a solid ice cube, I think they'd be okay.
Yeah, because the tops of them, we have goldfish in one of the tubs right now, and the top of that tub is frozen. Now I can actually still see my goldfish through the ice. Mm-hmm. It's kind of crazy to see them when you see them kind of moving, but I can still kind of see them. But they're hardy. Like somebody gave me a bunch of goldfish and I put it out in one of the tubs that had some plants growing in it, and they're just out there. They're just hanging out, living their best life right now. But I'm just here.
But then the fish that you're putting in the tubs, you're not going to overwinter them, are you?
No, they'll be brought in. Yeah. Like what?
So you would just bring the shrimp in too.
Yeah, we did that. We actually did that at our house. We used to grow them out, our fish outside, and then we'd bring them in. When they were ready to sell, we'd bring them in, or when they were when the winter, like when around like October, we would bring them all in and put them in tanks. But we did that when we actually were in our house. I was making sure. John, you said someone did do that? That's crazy. I wonder, I've never thought of putting shrimp outside in that cold weather.
Yeah, see, Caradinas, you can't do that, but Neos, you can.
Yeah, Neos, you can. I think Mark Shelley does a lot of it too, but I think he brings his in. He like breaks them down and brings them all in.
If you're trying to breed them, like, and get like large amounts, the winter would definitely cull down the amounts. So you'd probably want to pull them in.
They're not going to breed much in the winter for sure.
Yeah,
I mean,
That would be interesting. I think I might actually try that out. I'm not gonna. I'm gonna have to make sure I have one colony that I'm in. That's inside. But
Definitely.
I'm. You know what? I will. I'm gonna try that in one of those black tubs. That's gonna be crazy if I can get. Because
You will get large numbers. I bet.
yeah, blue shrimp, like blue dreams and blue dream shrimp are like one of the most popular shrimp in the hobby. I feel like that most people like that color.
Definitely.
And that would be fun. I'm gonna try it out. Like that would actually be good. A good
Now,
test.
have you seen the ocean blues yet?
No.
I've got some ocean blues behind me, and they by far take the cake as far as blue neos go, in my opinion. I mean, they've got the coolest blue color to them. It's hard to explain. They're fairly
Can see
new.
why they're called
strain.
ocean blues. I'm looking at them. They're like a really beautiful blue.
Yeah, they're nice.
Yeah, they're quite different than the other blue shrimps.
Yeah, but that would be fun that would be a fun thing to actually see if that would. I'll try it out. We'll try that.
Yeah, cool.
We'll definitely post videos on YouTube.
Yeah, that'd be some good content right there.
Yeah.
So that'd be a test. But usually, like the stuff we grew out outside was like our rainbows and our. We did our guppies outside. We grew our guppies. We grew our. I want to say at one point we grew some gobies outside. But
now, do you guys have a problem with like dragonfly nymphs getting in there and stuff, or do you kind of block them off? You screen them off, or how do you go about keeping things?
We have
out
screens.
We'll screen them off.
Yeah, we have screens. We actually when we did it before, so we just moved into this house in March of last year, so we didn't do anything last summer. But when we did it before, we actually took some old screen doors someone was trashing, and we just took the screens off of them and built like a bunch of frames all around all of our stuff outside.
Okay, nice. So they're like kind of in a box frame. It's not just a lid.
No, they were like we literally we were stapling them to some wood,
like 2x4s,
and then we would set the thing on top.
You just set it over top of it. That's kind of neat. Okay.
And then just like when we did our feeding, we just kind of opened it and just did that. It was easy. It was like super easy, cheap. Like it was I'm a person that likes to reuse things instead of having to buy a bunch of stuff.
I'm the same.
So that's how I did it.
Yep. Yeah, I try and repurpose things as much as possible. This whole fish room is repurposed. Tanks were all used, lights are all used. The metal stand behind me I pulled out of the trash. I mean it.
Yeah, they always say one man's trash could be another man's treasure. So, you can do all kinds of stuff with things.
So,
hey, what's up, Bobs? Okay.
So what do you guys want to show us that tank real quick behind you, a little more in depth and kind of what's in it? And
ignore the substrate because we need to clean it.
Our bottom feeders ain't bottom feeding.
So while they're getting that ready, guys,
How do you switch
shortly we are going to be doing the drawing for the Fishroom Punk member sticker. So if you want to be a Fishroom Punk member, or if you want to be a Fishroom Punk sticker, you have to be a member, go over to the membership tab, and comment on the Moneyless Maven post. That drawing is going to be happening here in about 10 minutes. So get on over there, comment on that. Also, guys, we have the Series 4 release. We'll be doing that unboxing in shortly here, just in a few. I don't know exactly when. We'll probably do it right after we do that drawing, I guess. But
Can you also?
all right, guys.
all right, you got the stage.
Yep.
Can you put
actually,
them on
I'm
full
gonna do
screen, Kyle?
the solo dolo here. 1 second.
Do y'all know how to switch the camera around so I don't have to do that? This is the Bumblebee Goby. I love Bumblebee Gobies.
switch the camera around so you don't have to do what?
Yeah, you're
I'm
good.
like, I'm having to do selfie mode on here.
Oh, so you can go into your
Yep,
what is it? The
hit
settings?
the three,
I
hit
can't
the
remember
three
what it looks like.
dots,
Yeah, the 3 dots.
and then you'll pull it up, and you'll see just your screen with the audio bar, and you can see the circle with the arrows.
Let's see.
Select Pet says it's in camera options. It feels like you shouldn't go to the screen when you go there, but you should. And if we lose you, we can always fix it. So no worries.
I don't think it's. I don't see anything that says it.
So hit that little 3 dots, and then it'll be right on the picture of yourself. It'll have like some stars and then a circle with arrows, and that's the rotate.
His is not showing me
It's
that.
not like that?
No, it's not showing me that. It's
Are you guys
Here, I'll
Android?
yeah, he has an Android.
That might be why.
Okay.
So we have the glow light guys here, and then we have the Rasboras, and then these guys. So honestly, a lot of the stuff in this tank is stuff that people weren't buying at our store, and we brought it home. So these guys were really tiny when they came in. A lot of them were, and we just kind of brought them home to fill up our tank. The neon tetras, that's his favorite fish right there. HHD. These are beautiful. I can't. No, these guys.
Who's those guys?
Those guys.
I see your finger.
I don't know. Right there. Can y'all see it?
Odessa barbs.
Yeah, the Odessa barbs. And then those are like, I love the Odessa barbs, but every time they come in, they're like 1 centimeter, I feel like. This guy I have been growing out for about 6 months. The Tiger Lotus, it has been growing out crazy for the past 6 months. Then we have that beautiful, like everyone's favorite plant up there, what duckweed.
Duckweed.
And then this guy is kind of like some of the driftwood we actually have at the store. It's of course spiderwood, and then we have a lot of jungle val in here. And then we have, this is so remember I mentioned earlier, some of the plants when they come in and they die back at our store, I bring them in here and I just kind of drop them in here and redo them all. So that's what this mess is. And then right there, we have like a little bitty, which is all unfocusing right here. But if you guys can see him, he's like a little dwarf crawfish in there.
Okay.
And so we have a bunch of Amano shrimp in there, and we still have our aquarium co-op heaters in there.
Oh, there he is. Yeah, now we can see him.
We have about 5 plecos in here. They, once again, tiny plecos that we had that we ordered, and then they came in super tiny.
The green dragon's my favorite.
I wish I could figure out how to actually show you guys this better, but
So Jeff said you gotta look for a gear if you're on Samsung. There should be like a little sprocket or like a gear, and that's where you do it.
I see Mike, Cam, chat, and more.
Yeah, and then in more,
And
it's
more,
only
yeah,
comments and settings.
Settings and cancel.
Okay, what happens if you hit Cam?
You know what?
Facing front, facing back.
Hey, you're on the TV in the background.
There we go.
This is so much better.
Hey.
All right.
Sorry, y'all. Okay,
good.
now we can actually show
Oh,
you guys.
man, that is gorgeous.
Yeah, so now y'all can see it. Look at that.
Hey, go
So-
sideways.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah, there we
look
go.
at that.
So-
Look at that.
This right here it tagged along. I did not mean to put guppy grass. Oh, see, I'm that kid that hit the tank. I did not mean to put guppy grass in my tank. It just happened. And then that right here is the tiger val. Well, leopard val. I love this stuff. And what's funny is I still haven't even planted that. So it's just sitting there in the little pot and it's just going crazy in there. And then one of my favorites, the sword over there.
You get pictures
But-
of the longfin green dragons.
Oh yeah, we have a longfin green dragon in here, which we also have at the store a lot of the times. Which let's see if we can find him.
He's right there on the side.
Do y'all see him?
Yeah.
I'm trying to.
Yeah, I've actually got a bunch of baby short fin green dragons growing out right now.
Me too.
It's hard to see him. I don't even know how y'all can see him because I don't see him. But he's back there. He's like right there. Somehow I flipped the camera. It's like opposite directions right now. But yeah, so that's our tank. We have 2 aquarium co-op filters on here. You can tell we're aquarium co-op fans. But that is beautiful right there. Ignore my watermarks.
So now is it just sponge filters in there, or you got?
I only have sponge filters in here. I don't have anything else running this tank except for sponge filters and a lot of plants.
Yep.
I
very
have
cool.
like a ton of plants. We like I said, we have like a lot of these fish were just kind of stragglers that just stayed in our store for like ever. And we just brought them home because they weren't going anywhere. So
This is really driving home the point that I got to get a crinum. Like I just love the way that plant looks. It is so cool in there.
Yeah, I've been wanting one for so long too, and I just have never. I don't know. Like you kind of said, Kyle. You know, us being the way we are, we kind of want plants that we can share.
Yeah. You know, like you want something you can propagate quickly and everything. And I've always steered away from it because every time it was like that, or I can get this other thing. And I'm like, oh, you know, a crypt. I know I can get that going at some point or whatever. And I was never 100%. So how do crinums, are they a bulb plant?
Yeah, they
Like,
kind of split off.
Yeah,
From
they're a
my
bulb.
understanding.
And this particular one ended up growing where it was 2 bulbs. And I actually split it. So this one, it was actually one whole plant. And then it grew into 2. And I just broke it apart and replanted it. And now, like, I feel like the one over here has grown faster than this one for some reason. But I think this one was it was the one that when I broke it off, this one had no roots. I actually thought it was going to die. But it didn't. It ended up rooting and it took off. But that one has grown a lot bigger since I broke the plant. So that's like I said, that was actually a plant that one of our customers had given us, and I was just like, I want that plant at home, not at like I wanted it. So I kept it. I was like, I'm gonna put this one at home. But yeah, that's our tank. It does need Jeremy needs to clean it out. Y'all see that? He's terrible. He's a terrible. That was when we yanked up a bunch of plants out of here, and it doesn't look like we did, but we actually yank up plants almost weekly out of this tank, and now all the poop is everywhere. We need to clean it. But yeah, ignore it. See, that's our messy top. And see, these are the lights that we have running. So we just kind of keep it.
Now, do you guys run Wi-Fi switches for those lights, or do you just have them all timed, like on the timers?
I wish we did, but we don't. Like that's actually, I wish we had it on a timer, but no, we turn it on and off manually. Now, how do I go back? There we go.
Sweet.
Putting everything back.
Steve, right?
Huh? Did y'all have any questions?
Is Steve Stevens Buse?
Oh no, I didn't request Steve. I just requested anything I could get.
Yeah, it's a 125. And Jeremy is not allowed to put plastic plants in any of our tanks anymore. Y'all should have saw his tank when we first met. It was all colorful and stuff, and I was like, and then he would like be working, and like I would have an off day, and he's like, "Do you think you can clean my tank?" And I'm like, "No, I don't want to." But then I'd end up cleaning his tank because it's like if I didn't, then it would be overgrown with algae all over the place, and I would have to sit there and scrub the stuff. And I'm like, this is crazy. Like I would have never personally, if I thought that that's what being in the fish hobby was, I would have never wanted a tank ever, because that is awful. Sitting there scrubbing the leaves of those things. Like that was just 3 hours. 3 hours.
I never really got into the fake plants. I just never did plants. So like when I first started in the hobby, I kept a lot of African cichlids. And you didn't really keep plants with them anyways. It was just a lot of water changes.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, once I found out I could grow real plants in an aquarium, man, it really changed the game for me.
Well, dude, I think that's the missing key for a lot of people in the hobby, dude, because it's just like literally the hobby is sold to beginners as just another job. Like it's like you have to spend all this money, you have to do all this work, and it's like it doesn't have to be like that. It can be super relaxed, super nice. It could be the living art you're looking for, and like the freaking corporatization of everything just kind of like took the soul out of the hobby. And I think fish stores like your guys really bringing that back to people is what's gonna save the hobby.
Oh yeah, we have customers that come in and thank us quite a bit. You know, we've had customers who had anxiety issues and just mental issues, and us helping them get a natural aquarium set up in their house. And they come back in and just thank us.
When he says mental issues, you guys, he meant mental health issues.
Mental health issues. Yeah.
Like the hobby helps people. Like we have customers with autistic kids. It helps people with it. It helps autistic children just kind of calm and come back. It helps people with depression. Like I find myself like most of you guys, and this is a personal thing, but most of you guys know that I had two babies. We have two babies and they're both under 2 years old. And I've suffered this whole time from postpartum depression. And sometimes I sit in front of this fish tank and we have a play table that my daughter has. And I'll sit on her play table in front of the fish tank and just kind of zone out and look at the fish. And it's just so relaxing and peaceful. Especially like just getting into that zone of just looking, and it helps a lot of people. I don't think people really realize that aspect of the fish hobby and how much it helps people with their mental health.
Yeah, I can definitely attest to that. Yeah, it helps me a lot as far as my mental health goes, and just calming my mind down. I have a very overactive mind, and I find that doing the fish tanks lets me focus on one thing, and it honestly it's really nice to get a rest from constantly thinking about so many things at once, and I really enjoy it. It's kept me out of trouble. As much as it could. I used to be quite the hellion back in the day. But it definitely having a nice, healthy hobby, I think, goes a long way in creating a healthy environment for yourself, as far as doing the right things rather than going off on a path that could get you in trouble.
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking at y'all like laughing about the plant and fish things. But yeah, it's one of our most common customers, and it's insane. Like, but if you really think about the hobby and you think about all of the people you have met that has done this, you look at their line of work. A lot of our customers are first responders. A lot of our customers are military veterans. A lot of the people I have met at conventions, they're older military veterans. Like, there's a lot of older guys who've been in the military and had to, fight that fight, and they come back and they have PTSD. And like you were saying, like what we were speaking of, it helps calm. And that PTSD, like the PTSD that our military veterans suffer, and they come back and they're like, what do I do? Well, this is a nice, healthy hobby. Instead of grabbing a bottle, You know, you grab a fish tank and throw some plants in there and clean it every now and then. It just relaxes your mind and just helps you with those things. And it's just like I talk about it all the time. I'm like a very huge advocate on mental health awareness. And I just think that's an important part of our hobby that just needs to be talked about.
It's funny you said that, because I'm not going to say his name, but an old friend of mine from high school happened to have popped in the chat at one point, and I hope he saw that I waved to him, because I pulled up his comment, and but he was a guy that the entire time I knew this kid, he had nothing but like a drive to join the military, join the Marines. Like, he put his whole high school career into being connected with the recruitment, and just putting he's a damn Captain America. All right, like, for real. Had a very hardcore tour with a lot of hardcore people, and then came back, and now he's a first responder. He's like an ambulance driver, and I just thought that was interesting that you brought that up, because it was something that's heavy on my mind for sure. I think that a lot of veterans could definitely benefit. And I think that there is actually a lot of veterans in the community for sure. I know that for a fact in our community. Definitely like an outlet for people. Couldn't imagine what that feels like. But yeah. So I just want to give that guy a shout out. I hope he hears that. Much love to you, man. I've been watching you, and I've been following your journey. We don't talk much, but yeah, proud of you. Hope he hears that.
Or at least he comes back and watches it and hears it later.
Yeah.
So now, have you guys done any like before the fish store? Had you done any like vending at any swaps or anything like that?
No, we have actually not.
Not yet.
Yeah, not yet. So we have spoken. We've been possibly coming up with a plan to go to OCA this year and actually doing a little bit of vending at the OCA.
So Chattanooga Ed, Whip, ourselves, and I think even John from Select Pet, we're thinking about getting together and actually having a fish room and each of us bring some fish, for the swap.
Nice. Yeah, me and Kyle actually had the pleasure of meeting Whip. Kyle probably had before, but I had met Whip the first time. We actually went to Davenport Quad City swap. We met up and had some fun out there.
Yeah.
The OCAs are pretty fun. The ACA, like, we've gone to that twice. We went to it the last 2 years. If y'all been to the ACA, we're the ones with the stroller every time. I went by myself to the one in Cincinnati, and I was like the only one with a kid at the midnight auction. And then this last time we had them as well at the ACA, and it's fun to have, like, I'm walking around the thing with a baby strapped to me in a stroller, but in a stroller with another baby. But it's so we're the ones with the babies. If you guys ever see us, we're the ones with the babies. They'll always come, and then they're gonna eventually like start joining those. When they get older, I'm hoping that they start doing tank setups and stuff and joining those competitions. I want to bring them into this as well.
Yes, Nancy, you need to come visit us sometime.
Yeah, my little one, she's the one I think that's gonna carry on the hobby for me. My youngest, my oldest is 13, my youngest is 5, and the younger one is really into it. I mean, she starts seeing me moving around and doing fish stuff. She's right there saying, hey, what can I do? And
didn't you have her netting out fish the other day, or shrimp the other day?
Yep, she's good at catching out fish. I can tell her what to do, and she's getting a lot better at listening. Not getting so distracted. But yeah, I mean, she's hatched her own brine shrimp. She's gonna be, if she keeps having the interest that she has now, I think she'll be a lot better than I will ever be. So.
Yeah, we're hoping, like we keep making a joke about it. They're either gonna hate this hobby or they're gonna love it because we own the fish store. And you know, when you're a business owner, you tend to like have to do a lot with the business. So it's like they're either gonna hate it or they're gonna love it. But I'm hoping that they love it. Like right now, she loves everything fish. And so
Okay.
Hey, real quick, do you guys have a website? Or is it just brick and mortar? Because you said you could ship Jeff stuff, and I meant to ask, do you guys ship fish?
So we do actually. We do not have a website. The way we do it is either through PayPal or we go through our Square. We have Square and we send people a payment link to it.
Because I never put out a link for that, and then I would have felt bad if there was like a website. I don't know.
But I guess how would people know what you have is what
that's what I want to do.
That's kind of been the tricky thing because we do have a website. So we have a website. It is not fully launched yet.
Under construction.
I even have an app. So so we actually have an app and a website. It's kind of a tricky thing because some stuff like that people want, we're willing to order too. So if there's stuff that people are actually wanting, we'll order it. We'll keep it for a few days, make sure it's, you know, nice and healthy before we ship it back out. So it's not too terribly stressed. Generally, like I've had people who have done orders with me and I'll keep the fish for probably about a week just to kind of quarantine them a little bit. And then I'll ship them out after that. That kind of helps me ensure that nothing's going to go wrong. And if it does go wrong, I can like do what I need to do, either reorder or refund. It's just kind of a tricky thing. Like we just haven't gotten the website up. We just now started really keeping inventory of our fish. We were just like, we were actually just kind of writing down our, like whatever ended up happening to the fish. But now we're actually kind of keeping inventory a little bit better, which will allow us to have a website. Will allow me to actually launch our website. So
So that's our goal this year, is to get our website fully functional and start shipping during spring and summertime.
Nice.
Okay, sweet.
The Moose, we did he said the big bad brick and mortar. I just realized the joke. Never mind. I just realized that I'm halfway read that.
So we can actually pause on Moose's joke, and then Kyle, you told everybody it was going to be like 10 minutes, 30 minutes.
Yeah, I know. That's why I was like, dude, I'm having so much fun. Like you guys are like really fun to have on. Like for real. Like great energy. And I've just been enjoying this. So I didn't want to cut you off because I'm having a good time. But yeah, we do have to do this giveaway because people are probably waiting around for it. And I think we actually just broke our highest membership or highest viewership ever.
Nice.
What is that? FFL stats?
Yeah.
Let's see.
That's awesome.
I think we just broke the whatchamacallit there. Record. So how do I do this? Share screen, right?
Yep.
So we're gonna do our giveaway, or not. It's not a giveaway, but it's a yeah. I think we broke it. We actually hit 47, but it's saying, see, max all-time viewers says 46, but there's literally 52 participants right now. So I guess it doesn't have this screen in it. Does that make sense? Yeah,
That's awesome.
Yeah, dude.
I'm glad we were part of that. That's awesome.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to do drawing. Yeah, drawing is the better word to say, Zen. Drawing for the Fishroom Punk membership. The names are already entered, so the drawing is cut off. If you're late, you're late. Let's see here. How do I freaking this part always stresses me out. Present, right? Present.
Yep.
Share screen. Wheel of names, and I already set this up behind the scene because I'm getting a little bit better at this.
I was gonna say, how many people we got on there?
We got. Can you guys see it?
Yep.
All right. So now, we have.
I forget. Is this a wheel of you lose style, or is this a one and done?
The
Can't
last one
remember
we
what
did was
last time.
Yeah, the last one we did because Maven's Shirley was her name was actually still on there, so I think we did a wheel if we lose, wheel if you lose.
Right,
so
like
we'll yeah, it's
like
more
that.
fun, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. So we're gonna be drawing here. We'll start the drawing now. We got Foxy, Dee Dee, Nathan Hovey, Sweet Coy, Big Steve, Cecil, Eric, and Shady Grady.
Now Jody P thought she commented, and she's not on there.
Jody P, I was actually going to ask you if you wanted to be entered because this is what happened. Originally, I wasn't gonna let the people that I'd already made stickers enter in. No one knows, or actually, I don't. You guys might know, but no one's seen it. I made Jody P a sticker for her daughter. That was
Not
like
gonna
the
lie,
first.
I actually got some. I had her send me.
Oh,
some.
you did?
Yeah.
For sure. So you have
I'm trying to keep the complete set.
Yeah, you have the rarest sticker then. That is actually the rarest, but she's the only one you can get it from. So if she asks me for more, you have to go through Jody P to get that sticker because that's her daughter, and I wanted her to like control that sticker. But I still have the base copy, so if she ever needs more, we got it. But Jody P and Skipper had commented and asked. He's like, "Hey, you made a Fanger sticker, but you never made me into a sticker." And I kind of felt bad because I didn't have any of this like built out before I had offered them. And people want their face as the sticker. You know what I mean? So I figure I'll just give them a chance. And if they're a member, they could do it. So they're all members. They can be in. Whoever wins. All right. So
now, can you give the fans any update on the highly sought after bare bottom Branton sticker?
Yes, I actually was planning on doing that too. I am in the midst of building that sticker. I had actually said that for the first time. Actually, it might have been J&N's stream the other day. I jumped into someone's stream and I just like mentioned it real quick. And I said like, don't tell anybody, but it was just kind of like a joke because I wanted to see if anyone, but I think a couple of people caught the comment. But that sticker is actually in the making, and it's I think it's pretty hilarious, dude. I can't look at it without laughing. And so I think I'm on the right path. I'm just building out the background, and like I have the bare bottom Branton, but I need the background and surrounding parts of it. So I also have a topless Tammy. Was that the name I ended up on? Did I send because I sent you the first version and then I remade it. But there's a bare bottom Branton and a topless Tammy, but you're only going to be able to get those in specific mystery packs, and you guys will learn about that later because I won't sell those on the site. That's a little too risque. All right.
Well, that and it kind of makes it fun too. If everything's not on the site, then they have to get those mystery packs, and it
gets people going to different channels and
yeah,
and meeting people and stuff. So, all right, let's get it going here, guys. Now this is a wheel if you lose. So the last person standing is the new Fishroom Punk sticker. So let's go.
You can go grab that.
Oh, Skipper's off. Move. That is such a salt in the wound. It's like celebrating their demise. Big Steve. Oh man.
Now what Eric is up there? Is that?
Oh, Y-Rock. Y-Rock.
Okay.
Yeah, he was the one that commented on the post there.
Jeff said he's short some rare stickers.
It's right there.
Short some rare stickers.
It's over there.
I think he's jealous. I got the
Addison
set and he
Axolotl?
doesn't.
Yeah, you got to reach out to Jody P. Jeff, she's got the Addison Axolotls. I do not hand those out. That is only Jody P. can hand those ones
and
out.
I had to pay a lot for those, Jeff. So she might have driven up the price since then.
All right, let's see. Oh, Dee Dee's off.
Now Jody Now Jody says she's sending them all out. Jody, you can't be doing that to me. I've got to be the only one with the super rare card.
Oh, Sweet Koi. See, oh man, we got Shady, Eric, Cecil, Jody P. Let's see who's gonna be. Who's it gonna be? And then after this, guys, we're gonna be doing the Series 4 unboxing, so you guys will be able to see the brand new stickers as well. So stick around for that, and then we'll end the stream with that unboxing pretty much. Ooh man, this is getting interesting, guys. Now, obviously, I was excited about making all of these, but I'm not gonna lie, I really wanted to make Shady's sticker. So because his logo, I'm just like, oh man. But either of these is gonna be a great sticker. Like either of these. Hey, all right. So we got 2 left. Who wants to take a bet? Who thinks they know who's gonna win?
I'm not gonna lie, I think Eric's gonna win.
Yeah,
Eric? I think Jody will win it.
You think Jody? All right. Let's see. 3, 2, 1, go. And whoever picks is obviously the loser. So, oh. Eric Wyrock is the next Fishroom Punk sticker. Woo, dude, what a banger, man. That's going to be an awesome sticker. I can't wait. Yes,
yeah, that'll be a fun one.
Very nice. And that's I love people that have a very strong online presence. I'll be able to see lots of video of them, and it makes it a lot easier. Some of the people that don't, I've been worried about that, like getting people that don't have an online presence, and then I'm gonna have to ask them for like a Facebook or something. It's like, I don't know, but this is perfect, man. I'm very excited, very, very, very excited. All right. Is Eric still in the chat? If not, I think I saw him earlier pop up there.
He's not a hard guy to get a hold of.
Yeah, and that's why I have everybody comment on that. So lobster claws are a thing. Lobster claws.
Yep.
All right, lobster claws. Now, in 2 months when he finally streams again, we will talk about this for 20 minutes and probably cry. Oh my god! All right. Oh wow, dude, 52 viewers, man. Apparently, that's the draw people were looking for. All right.
Nice.
So, are you guys ready for the new series of Fishroom Punk stickers, guys? Series 4. Now, the numbering of this, what do you guys feel like? So, I did Series
Kyle,
1,
drop
Series 2.
That screen.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. This is why I need a co-host, man, because I would be...
There we go.
All right.
Yeah, because I came back and I'm everyone's favorite.
That very well could have been.
Yeah. So what do you guys think about the numbering here? So Series 4, I did Series 1, Series 2, Series 3 was the YouTube Creator Series, and then I went to Series 4, but it wasn't called Series 3. So I felt weird about the numbering, but this is what I went. I just went with Series 4 to keep it in line. All right. Let's rip this pack open. Ooh. So
now are these going to be holographics, or they're kind of mixed, or?
So everything. You can always get both options. We'll have the holographic and the gloss. I didn't have the full holographic, so I put together the gloss one. So I just have the gloss.
I guess what I'm asking is the mystery packs. Do they have the chance to be mixed because they're mystery, or?
Yes, mystery packs are always chances of mix. Some of them will have multiple holographics in there. For the most part, they're 4 gloss with 1 holographic.
Okay, cool. I wanted to ask that just because I thought that was kind of like opening up a pack of Pokemon cards back in the day or something like that. So
that's why I pack it like that too, because it is. They always have the holographic in the back. Yeah. And I am gonna be switching up the mystery packs. They'll be a bigger amount. And what's cool about the mystery packs is they have access to stickers that aren't like in the normal series. So like the Fanger sticker, if I'm not mistaken, I think I took that out of the series 1 or the series 2, and that's now a random sticker. Or the blink was it? No, the Blinky for sure is taken out because that one I just felt weird about. It was you know what I mean? It was the first, like one of the second series, and I just felt weird about that sticker. So I kind of just stopped putting it out there. But if you have that sticker, that will be the rarest one because it's never going to be made again. I have one left. And what's up?
I've got a few.
Yeah, I have one left, and after that, it won't ever be printed again. So, all right.
Jeff,
so we have
Jeff. You got a Blinky sticker?
Yeah, the Blinky is the rarest because, like I said, it will never be produced again. But all right, so
you want a Blinky sticker, Jeff? You're gonna have to come through me. Sorry, Kyle. I keep interrupting you.
No problem. So we have Pauline's Pristine Paludariums. We have this one. I think is gonna be a favorite. I think, but we have Table Tossin' Tamara.
Nice.
We have Petunia's Puffers. This one's probably one of my favorites.
Yeah, that's cool.
This is actually definitely my favorite. Mossy Mike's Microcosms.
Oh, nice.
We got, you guys have seen this one. We got Branton Lightcaps in this series.
Oh yeah.
Or have they seen this one?
I can't remember when you showed it. I don't know if people have. I do remember you showing it though.
We have Worm Wrangler Willie.
I like that one.
For those live food culture people. Then Moneyless Maven is in this one as well.
That one turned out so good.
Dude, the holographics for these are like way cooler. Like I like the holographic for this card specifically. Now these ones are the spacing on the bottom. I don't know if you guys can tell is a little bit off just because it printed out wrong. They won't be that far. Well, this one's actually not bad. Some of them came off. It was just a test run that I did, and I just wanted to show you guys them. But this is Hardscape Harriet. All right.
Nice.
So
what
there
was
we
she
go.
Holding there, Kyle?
Oh, rock. Yeah, it's
Okay.
like I noticed like on the screen, I'm like, it looks blurry as shit.
Yeah.
But they're not that blurry. It's just hard to get a good focus in the camera.
Well, you got the glare in there too. Yeah,
It's like. But
Do
yeah,
you have the digital files? Maybe you could screen share.
Yeah,
Or is that a lot of work?
I don't have it on my computer. It's all that stuff's done on my phone. So all the digital files I have.
Yep. No worries.
Yeah, but that is our new series, guys. Series 4. And so then we have. All right, so we got Eric Wyrock is going to be our new Fishroom Punk. I need to comment on that.
Now, did you want to do a giveaway for a pack of the Series 4, and I'll front the bill on that?
Well, you don't have to front the bill on nothing, man. But I was gonna ask that though. Do you guys think that we should do a giveaway? And I think Branton thinks that we should.
Yes.
So maybe we should.
What's going on, Jorge?
Let's see. I got to get logged in and see if I can make this happen. It should be able to because I had it's also registered with Fish Fam and everything, and we show up there, so it should be.
Yeah,
good.
Linky was in here earlier. I saw him.
Yeah. So hashtag our guests for today, J and N. Yeah, let's just do J. What is that? Ampersand? The and sign? N?
Yeah.
And how about, all right, so that pop up, guys?
I
It did?
believe so. I don't know. Maybe not.
I don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see it. I see it under your name, but
Yeah, no, I had scheduled that one.
oh, okay.
Okay. Yep, it is active because I got Maven.
Who's
All
your
right,
favorite?
so what's up?
I was reading John's comment.
John said hashtag who's your favorite?
Oh man, that should have been it. All right, guys. So hashtag J&N. All right. Perfect example right here. Boom. Hashtag J&N. I will throw in a sponge filter keychain, a
What?
Series 4, a Series 3, Series 2, Series 1, all of the series, complete sticker pack, and a sponge filter keychain. All right.
You got some of Ed's food still?
Oh yeah. All the packages get those. So yeah. You guys will get a pack of the absolutely fantastic Ed's Aquatic Exotics green baggy food.
Yeah.
Looks like drugs, but it's amazing.
Yeah. bring it to a fish swap and try and hide it, handing it out to people.
do like the handoffs, like what's up,
Yeah.
man?
Just open up your coat.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, never mind. I almost let some news out there. I can't say that yet. But yes, open up your coat. But yeah, if you guys want to be entered, man, enter that J&N hashtag J&N to be entered in the giveaway. You guys are getting every single Fishroom Punk sticker and sponge filter keychain.
Yeah, you made a pink keychain for me, right, Kyle?
I have a whole dude. I got a bunch of those coming in because
You got a bunch of them. Okay.
What I've started doing, and this is gonna be on a test run for a specific friend of the communities. I have offered him because he sells at a bunch of swaps, so I'm doing like a wholesale thing for him. Offered like a big group of he like bought a bunch of them in a group. He's gonna try to sell them. If they go smoothly for him, I don't want to offer it all out there to a bunch of people and like have a bunch of people in a rough position if it doesn't work out well. But yeah, I mean, definite possibility that these are going to be offered for wholesale for all our people that go to vendors or J&N, you guys are fish store. If you guys are looking for another item to sell, we could probably work that out. Sponge filter keychains. Yeah, but yeah, so I had to order a bunch of them. So I'm gonna have to make up a shitload of them basically for a friend of ours.
Don't let me forget it when I come out there on the 23rd.
Oh yeah, you know what? I've been meaning to ask you about that. We're still down for that, right? Because I'm super excited. Like,
yeah, we're gonna hit GCCA, and then we'll film after.
Dude, it's gonna be great, man. It's gonna be great. That, and you know what? That's why I'm actually like trying so hard. I want to get this thing like built as much as possible. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been putting out like the fishing vlogs. I don't know if anyone's been watching them or anything or seen them, but I'm doing that to make sure I get in here and freaking do something like every day to try to make progress, because I want this place to look freaking good when you come and when we hang out. I wasn't gonna announce that because but yeah, no, if you want to say that, yeah, no, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a collab here, right?
Yeah.
All right. Super fun. And I also, I haven't shot a tour specifically for that because I want you to be able to drop that.
Yeah.
So, ooh, we got a good giveaway here. We got 18 names in there.
Now, when
one more time, guys.
Drawing?
What's up?
When are we going to be doing the drawing? Because you're still on full screen.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I actually didn't realize.
Not that I, care if people see me or not, but
right. I wasn't going to say nothing. I was just letting him have the spotlight.
Yeah.
He didn't realize he was the only one on the full screen.
Oh.
Oh my God. I woke up to a bag of green. Somebody. He's like, bag of green, what? Wait, what is this? What's your So you can ask Fish Fam a our Magic 8 Ball? What am I
Yeah.
seeing here?
Yeah, you can ask Linky who farted. Somebody asked who farted.
Hey,
We'll see
do you guys know
we'll
what
see
Fish
who
Fam Link
farted.
is? Does everybody here know what Fish Fam Link is? You know, it's this amazing website that, you know, puts all of us together and connects us with this amazing fish tuber community. And soon, I don't know if there's other people that are already involved in this, but if you're in the Patreon, the Patreon members, whatever you want to call it, if you're paying to help out the community, you're going to have access to a bunch of discount codes. One of those discount codes shortly here, once I get it set up, will be an outside in discount code. And I believe that there's other discount codes as well. I think Stephen P had said that you can get a discount from their merch.
Steven offers one.
Yeah. So if you are a Patreon, you get access to a bunch of those discount codes. So you guys should check that out. And I'm going to stop holding your attention hostage here for the giveaway because I just wanted to plug that real quick. But I know other people are waiting for this. So let's, I should probably share the screen here too.
Apparently Johnny farted, according to Linky.
Johnny. Branton Lightcap, I'm pretty sure it was so you can ask it who farted?
Yeah.
Dude, how did I not know about all this stuff? Oh my god, I love it. Love it. All right, so let's present here. This is gonna be the giveaway for a Series 1, Series 2, YouTube Creator Series, and Series 4, and a sponge filter keychain. The whole shebang, pretty much. Share. And the also I'll be getting a restock on these buckets too in a bunch of different colors as well. If you guys are interested. Jesus Christ.
Shirley and Linda Worth aren't looking too good. Shirley's definitely pretty pink.
Oh, who's pink? Who's the pinkest? Yeah, Moneyless Maven and Linda Worth is kind of pink. I don't know. But all right, guys, I'm gonna do one more refresh here, and then we're gonna get this wheel spinning. You guys ready for this? No. All right. Close this one out.
Joe just stopped in. What's going on, Joe?
All right. And here we go. And we did say that this is the wheel of you lose, right?
Can you move the screen up a little bit, Kyle? As far as the sidebar?
Like
there
that?
We go. Yep.
All right, there we go.
The top was a little bit cut off.
I gotcha.
There you go.
Did it spin? That was weird.
That was weird. I think it just like slightly moved.
Do I do remove and close?
Yeah.
Remove and close, right?
Yeah. Yep.
I think I messed that up on the first one, and I think that's what happened. Because Scotty should have been off, and he's still on, right?
I don't know. Should have been, yeah. If he's still on there, he should have been off.
Mexican fish keeper.
Remove and close. Okay, now we're doing it right. Well, Scotty, you got a second life there, I guess. All right, we'll do select pet. Close. Yeah. All right, now we're home smooth. worth?
Big Steve's glass
Big
boxes.
Steve.
Asylum.
Oh my god! I almost hit refresh. That would have been bad.
J&N Aquatics.
Nitol.
Nitol.
The Zen Ginger.
Oh. All right. I'm gonna put my money on. I think it's LDH Aquatics.
Let's see who's left. I'm picking Shady.
You picking Shady?
Yep.
All right.
The Moneyless Maven.
Oh,
I think Night Owl has it.
Night Owl.
Night Owl's gone.
You gone?
Shady Rated.
Yeah, he did. I think it. Oh, Shady.
Oh,
Branton
shit.
cursed
I'm
you, man.
Sorry, Shady. In my defense, Kyle started it, not me.
2003 Octane.
Oh man, Stephen P's off.
Cece's got it.
Oh, CC. I could see that. I think it's LVH. Not gonna lie. LVH is that's Lovey Dovey Hubby, right?
Aquatics.
Who's in the
Yes.
white box?
Is it
Oh.
the white box?
I cursed him.
Redneck.
Redneck? I say redneck.
Redneck. Oh, Stan Pittman. Cecil's off.
Cecil may vary.
You know, it actually might be Scotty because he literally got a second life. Like the wheel, was like, no, he's not losing.
It could be.
We're gonna find out. Oh, okay. Was that redneck?
yeah, that was Redneck.
Never.
So basically, whoever we don't want to win, let's go ahead and say their name.
I said redneck. He lost.
Well, Nancy B's always bullying Branton in the chats there, so
She is. Come to think about it.
Escapes.
oh,
It goes to y'all.
she all right.
Yeah, we're out.
Oh,
I think-
Scotty's off.
There you go, Scotty.
Man.
Scotty, you had 2 chances and still lost.
That's like I don't think I'm ever gonna win.
SC Catahoulets.
SC.
You're gonna be so jealous.
Ooh man, we got Jeff Kane or Nancy B.
Oh, that's a
Very
tough one.
interesting.
I'm not gonna say.
Yeah, no, I don't want to weigh in on this one.
Oh, and it's a liner.
What?
Oh, man.
So close, dude. So close. Nancy B.
Nancy B from Tennessee.
Very nice. What well deserved too. Very strong supporter of the community.
Yes.
I love it. Love it. Love it. All right, Nancy. You can send information to Outside in Aquatics at gmail.com. All my stuff is like Outside in Aquatics. It's just outsideinaquatics.com, Outside in Aquatics Gmail,
Should be on your YouTube, right?
Instagram,
Too.
Facebook. What's up?
It should all be linked on your YouTube too, correct?
Yeah, I think so. I think I for the longest time, man, I didn't have any of that stuff up on there. I'm telling you. And then I put up the email, and then like literally, it was like a month later, freaking Higer got out to me, and I was like, oh, that's how you get sponsorships. You got to have that shit like out there. I'm like, I want free stuff. If you want free stuff, make sure your email's in your freaking YouTube description part. Just saying.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it. But Nancy B, yeah, you won. Just yeah, send your info out to outsideinaquatics@gmail.com, and I will get that stuff on the way to you. Everything will be shipped out Monday. So yeah.
Now, does Nancy pick a color of sponge filter she
Oh.
wants?
Good point. Good point. I actually meant to bring that up. Also, I need to know if you want holographic or gloss. Holographic or gloss. Yep. Blue. What colors I got over here? Oh, I don't have them all put together right now, but got what do I have over there? I got pink and purple, blue, green, black. Yeah. So, all right. So we got color choices. I won twice, and I feel like I won twice, and Scotty lost twice. Oh god, that's funny. All right, so we got. See, Nancy, you can pick out one of these colors.
She said purple.
She's sold on purple. All right, sweet. So this is your keychain right there. Perfect. Already put together. I have like 40 or 50 of these things I got to make this weekend. So probably, now that I think about it, that's probably going to be my project tomorrow during the day. That'll be fun. Yeah, sweet. So we got all that. So it'll be a purple keychain, and then do you want holographic or gloss, Nancy B, for the stickers? I wish I had a gloss one with me right here. Probably got one somewhere around here. Yeah, we got some gloss.
Should say holographic.
Ooh, holographic. Holographic. All right. Oh, we got a troll in here. Burple. Just messing. All right, sweet. So we got the holographic. All right, holographic full set keychain. Easy to remember. Perfect. Cars.
Actually, Moose, I kind of like the gloss over the holographic.
It's, dude, I think it depends on the sticker. Some of them really do, like, some of them really pop on the gloss. But the gloss has more, for me, it has more of like the card feel. Mm-hmm. Like, what do you guys think about the cardstock cards? I'm trying to look into research for those, and I might be making some here.
I kind of like it. Are they going to have stats on the back?
See, I don't know about that. I have a design. I'm gonna build out like a back, so we'll have a backing, kind of like Pokemon cards. I don't know. Do you guys think that the stats would be a big thing, or mainly I was just thinking about making them bigger and just like a collectible card feel to it, like nice and thick.
That'd be cool.
And then they would only be sold in like mystery packs to make it kind of more fun to collect them, I think. But interest in the card stock. All right, yeah. Then I might be doing that. I just gotta do research and make sure I can make them because they're not as easy as the stickers. Okay, so I don't need that one anymore. All right, sweet.
What's going on, Austin?
Okay, so we've been going for 2 hours and going on 15 minutes here. You guys ready to wrap it up?
Yeah, we can wrap it up. I think Vibes goes live soon, so if you guys need something to go to after this, Vibes. I don't know if somebody wants to post a link to his live.
But yeah,
I think you reached 58 on your viewers.
Oh, dude, did we?
I believe so. I think I looked back on the comments, and I think you had 58 participants show up.
Well, hey. Oh, me and Brandon right at the same time. I love it, dude. I love it. But yeah. So Vibes is live. Shit, we are running over him. Let's see. Oh, participant 61, guys.
61. There you go.
61. Very nice, man. So much fun.
We want to grow up to be like you.
Well, you guys are funny. I'm telling you, this has been a fun stream. You guys are just lovely people to hang out with, have conversations with. You're welcome around here anytime. Would love to have you back on the show sometime to hang out. And
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys coming up. This was very enjoyable. Very
Yeah.
much.
We
It just
appreciate
felt like-
y'all.
it felt like hanging out with old friends, like for real, like
Mhm.
people that I like, just instant mesh. So I do appreciate that for real.
Well, I mean, you don't remember you sat like right next to me in elementary.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You also lived in Texas, Kyle. Don't
Yeah,
forget.
exactly.
We were neighbors, literally.
Oh my god.
We were in band camp together.
We don't talk about band camp.
Oh my god, love it. Well, much love to all the community out there, guys. Make your way over to Vibes, and yeah, we will catch y'all later. Till
Yep.
next
Y'all
time.
have a
guys.
good one.
Yeah.
Yep. See you guys.